Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on how to get exactly what you want from AI.
So if you've ever played around with an AI chatbot, you've probably had this happen. You ask what feels like a perfectly normal question, and the answer you get back is just bizarre or, completely useless. I mean, take this simple math problem. One of the most powerful AI models out there looked at this and with total confidence said the partner is 63 years old. That's not even close. It's completely illogical.
So what's actually going on here? Well, the problem isn't always that the AI is dumb. A lot of the time, the problem is how we're asking. And the secret to getting much better answers is to get better at giving instructions. That skill is called prompt engineering.
Okay, so let's dive right in. To write a really good prompt, it helps to first understand a little bit about how these AI models actually, think.
At its heart, a large language model, or an LLM, is basically a superpowered autocomplete system, kind of like the one on your phone. It's not really understanding you in a human way, it's just using everything it's learned from tons and tons of text to predict the most likely word to come next in a sentence.
And to really get how it works, you have to see language from the AI's point of view. It doesn't see words or sentences like we do. Nope. It breaks everything we say down into tiny little pieces called tokens. Think of them as the Lego blocks of language. They're the only things the AI has to build its answers with.
So a sentence like this isn't just one single idea to an AI. It's a sequence of 13 different Lego blocks, or tokens. Our job as prompt engineers is to figure out how to arrange those blocks to guide the AI to build the exact answer we're looking for.
So, it turns out one of the most powerful ways to guide those predictions is to just give the AI some examples to copy. And this leads us to two really important approaches. First, there's what we call zero-shot prompting. This is how almost everyone starts out using AI. You just give it a task. You ask a direct question with absolutely zero examples to go off of. And you know what? For a simple job like figuring out if this sentence is positive or negative, it works pretty well. Zero-shot is fine for common, everyday tasks. But if you want specific, controlled results, you're going to need something more powerful. And that's where few-shot prompting comes in. This is a total game changer. Instead of just telling the AI what to do, you show it. You give it a few examples of the input and the exact kind of output you want back. And this shows you exactly how powerful this is. On the left, our examples were the words positive and negative. So the AI gave us back a word. But on the right, all we did was change our examples to +1 and -1. And boom, the AI completely changes its response to match that format. You are literally teaching it the pattern you want. Okay, so let's build on that awesome idea. Here are 3 practical power-ups you can start using right away to get much better AI results. So here are your 3 core moves. Number 1, provide examples. Always use that few-shot trick for specific formats. Number 2, be specific, and I mean really specific. Give it all the details. And 3, control the output format. Just tell the AI flat out if you want a list, a table, whatever. Just look at the difference being specific makes. Generate a blog post about video game consoles is super vague. You're going to get a generic, boring article. But the prompt on the right? It specifies the length, the topic, the number of items, the tone, everything. That's how you get a response that's actually useful.
All right, let's go back to that really tricky math problem from the beginning. We can actually use another simple prompt engineering trick to help the AI with complex reasoning. Remember this thing? The AI saw the keywords 20 years old and 3 times my age and just smashed them together. It jumped straight to an answer without thinking through the logic of how time passes. It rushed, and it got it completely wrong. But watch this. All we have to do is add one simple phrase. By telling the AI, let's think step by step, we basically force it to slow down, to break the problem into smaller chunks, and to show its work. And just like that, it nails the logic. It figures out the partner was 9 at the start. It establishes the constant age difference of 6 years. And then it applies that difference to the current age and gets 26. The correct answer. It's that easy. So the big takeaway here is you're not just a passive user asking questions anymore. With prompt engineering, you get to be the director, carefully guiding the AI's performance to get the exact result you were imagining. And look, these are just the fundamentals, but they are incredibly powerful. So the only real question left is, now that you can speak its language, what are you going to ask the AI to create?